Here's Brody Brazil.
Can I talk a little bit about the Sharks goaltender situation and who do I think might be their best bet in net to get them back to the playoffs? How about that, Blaine, by the way? The way you phrase that. Might be their best bet in net to get them back to the playoffs. All right, it's a great question, though. And the answer is, I don't see how they can go into the season with three. Reimer, Hill, and Kähkönen. I don't see how you do that. Either logistically, like, because there's just not enough games and starts, or financially, right? Like the cap does not really lend itself to that. So I think they have to make a tough decision here. And I think in the same way that Brent Burns was the most desired commodity, right? Like to trade somebody, which is what they would do here, you have to have something that somebody else really wants to get their hands on, and they'll give you something back. And it's not to say that Adin Hill or Kaapo Kähkönen are not worthy of that. It's not at all. The Sharks traded for Adin Hill last year. Like, they went out and they saw something, and they still could be very right. But Hill was hurt for a bunch last year. Kaapo got, 10 starts at the very end. Hard to judge, But the question is, if Reimer's really the most valuable and you're willing to part ways with him, now you're in a situation where Reimer was your known commodity, veteran experience, not to mention best performer last year, healthiest last year over the long stretch. So the frustrating thing about the Sharks last year is they never really got to have the goalie 1-2 punch that they designed. Adin Hill, James Reimer, 1-2. They couldn't go 1-2, 1-2, 2, 1-2, 2-2, 2-1. No, they couldn't do that. Reimer missed a bunch with injury and illness. Hill missed a bunch with injury and illness. And they kept going like back and forth where Reimer had to start, 7 times in a row. Hill had to start 8 times in a row. I'm just saying that if you go the route of trade the most valuable commodity in Reimer, then you're left in a position where you just have to trust that both your current guys and or somebody else can help you get through the season the right way, right? That can set you up for success. It's just a really good, it's a good situation to have 3 and to have this choice, but it's also a tough position because you got to make the choice right. It's better than having one who's questionable. You've got 3 who you like, and you've got more beyond that in the organization, but you've got 3 that are capable, that are qualified, that you like. You just have to really make sure you make the right decision here.